I love to draw and write stories. I always have. When I was 16, I wrote a book of poems. One of them went like this. I am but 3. My eyes are swollen and it's hard to see. I'm black and blue and covered with burns. I must not be seen and never heard. I must do right, for if I do wrong, I'm locked in my room all day long. Those lines reflect my earliest memories. My name is Tanisha Haynes. I'm only 22, but I take 7 pills every day to keep myself together. I don't like taking pills, but they keep me going. If we have diabetes, heart disease, or epilepsy, people sympathize. They understand that those illnesses can be controlled by medication. But if we have a mental illness, even one controlled by medication, sympathy is often replaced by fear and stigma. Maybe that's why it's taken me so long to learn how to smile again. Learning to trust again, too. That's much harder. My world fell apart when I was 2 years old. So young. I can't remember my parents separating and sending me to Camden, New Jersey, to live with a cousin and her boyfriend. My 3 brothers and 2 sisters were sent to live with other relatives and friends. I've lost track of them. Except for my younger sister, Tiara, in Baltimore. We talk now and again. She told me my dad died a while back. I don't know where my mother is. I hope that my brothers and sisters were raised with kinder people. I can't remember a day where my cousin and her boyfriend didn't abuse me. For 10 years, I was a sexual toy and punching bag. I had a bed to sleep in, clothes to wear, food to eat. But I was controlled, a commodity, not a person. A child, dependent on 2 sadistic monsters. They put anger deep in my heart, damaged my mind, and seared my soul. Imagine the people to whom my mother so casually entrusted my care defiled and abused me for 10 long years. I guess she didn't give a damn. I would escape my dark and ugly world by drawing and writing stories. I could be anything I wanted to be in my mind. And I found relief at school. Our teachers were kind and respectful. I didn't have many friends, but I got along with my classmates. I got good grades. My nightmare ended the day I got a terrible beating for some trivial thing I can't even remember. I had to drag myself to school. When I walked in with a black eye and swollen face, teachers called a social worker. That was the first time I'd told anyone about my dark and ugly world. I was a 12-year-old survivor. I never saw the inside of my cousin's house again after that. I was whisked off to a foster home in Maryland. First of several. I don't know if charges were ever brought against my cousin and her boyfriend. Doesn't really matter. I'm not motivated by revenge. Just a burning desire to get better. They brutalized me. Those two. Changed me. Damaged me. I believe I can get better. Depression has been a constant companion for me. I've often been suicidal. I've been hospitalized many times to protect me from myself. That's been my pattern of life since 1999. Oh, I can tell you all about group homes and therapy sessions, psychotherapy, counseling, and taking medication on a strict schedule. I can tell you all about mental hospitals and the stigma of mental illness. My challenge is to focus on the future and forget the past. You suffer setbacks. Recovery is uneven, uncertain, but I have to keep trying. A couple of years ago, I moved into a channel marker residential home where I spent my days drawing and painting and writing some too. I enjoy talking with others recovering from mental illness. My peers say I'm smart and creative. My IQ isn't the problem. Never was. Erasing horror is my problem. A few months ago, I got really upset over a simple misunderstanding and couldn't calm down. The police were called and I was hospitalized again. Recovery is like a roller coaster with highs and lows and twisting turns. But I believe I can get better, and I am determined to get better. When dark thoughts intrude, I just call a counselor. They respond anytime, day or night. And last month, I moved into a pleasant foster home. It's going well. My foster family understands how difficult it is for me to focus on the future and forget the past. You can help me too, by helping to erase the stigma of mental illness where you live and work. those of us recovering from mental illness want what you want: to be loved, needed, and respected, to be viewed for the things that we can do. With time, therapy, and medication, many of us will live independently and fully. On our long and difficult road to recovery, we need understanding and help. Please, don't burden us with more rejection and pain, cruel jokes, and thoughtless words. Hurt. Help erase stigma. It was good of you to come and listen to my story. Now please, don't forget me.